is the biome? What's that you say? The biome is our school that we attend each day.
Welcome to the biome. I'm Jean Turney, a third grade teacher here at a city school in St. Louis, Missouri.
The activity introduces the concept of scale. Currently, we're waiting on the completion of a modular classroom. We are sharing a classroom with the other third grade due to construction and permitting delays. The students are excited to have a room of their own, and I decided to use this opportunity to allow them to identify what they most need in a classroom space, and then design to meet those needs. In the introduction of the lesson, students brainstorm a list of things they felt were most important in a healthy learning environment.
When you're a learner, what do you need to be able to learn the best?
I think we should put our stuff in a way that makes us think of our house so it can be easier to work and stuff so we can be comfortable.
How do we design a room that meets our needs when those needs are different and maybe even conflicting? As we're currently in a rather crowded situation with limited space, students were connecting with some very real frustrations. We had obtained the blueprints from the construction team and were creating a two-dimensional floor plan. Our new classroom will be 26 by 29 feet, so we decided to use a 1 foot to 1 inch scale. We discussed how each inch on the map represents 1 foot in the classroom. We discussed the objects that currently take up the space on our floor.
In a classroom for us to learn, we need whiteboards, tables, a few desks.
Before sending teams to work on their templates, we discussed ways to be able to tell the different items apart on our map. I introduced the concept of a map key, and students brainstormed ways to differentiate the objects, ultimately deciding on different colors to represent different objects. They were able to identify reasons why the colors were more helpful than just writing on each object. Their reasons included not enough room, too hard to read, and it makes our map look messy. This activity relied on collaboration as teams worked together to create their individual templates and make decisions about their key, but also when they worked to create the classroom designs. Each student was needed to have all the parts, just as each one is needed to have our community functioning at maximum potential. One of the most powerful aspects of the project was the decision of the students to share their scaled models with those who will also be moving into this new modular building. We frequently talk about the importance of sharing our knowledge, so when I asked who else might benefit from working with these models, they were quick to make a model for the other classes to use in their planning for the big move, which we all hope is coming soon. This lesson focuses on a very specific skill, but it's part of a bigger discussion on the purpose of maps as a tool for better understanding our relationships with space and how to best share space. Like a woven tapestry, the learning framework provides structure. The attitudes, skills, and knowledge not only connect, but reinforce one another. With practice of the skills, anchored within the attitudes, learning takes shapes. The patterns may vary, but the core concepts of the loom remain consistent. Thank you, National Geographic, for offering quality resources and connections for teachers to be able to make the world more accessible to all students. I'm excited to submit this 2018 Capstone project.
The biome is our community and it's really super. Watch us grow into leaders.